Hey everybody, welcome back to another Kevin's Kreations here on Geektopia Island. I'm Kevin.
I'm Cradle.
And we're back today to showcase another deck of the new set of the Game of Gods. And this deck is the Kaguya deck, you know. We're having to play all the metas, or all the, like, decks.
I know, we don't play Control, but here we go.
Yeah, you gotta have it, you gotta show it.
Yeah.
This is essentially like the Kaguya control deck. It's very simple, it's very streamlined to just do what Kaguya does. And for those that know what Kaguya is as a ruler, she doesn't really change. She does a lot of Moon Edition things and then does things with them. That's really it.
That's it.
But the deck is called the Cat's Cradle, and we're super excited to go over it. But before we get into it, guys, remind you that we do have a Patreon. The link is down below. Go check it out. You'll get access to all of our videos early in it. You'll get uncut, uncensored, all kinds of our stuff. So go check it out. There's lots of cool things in there.
And also, what you should also check out is, or we actually made a deck building app for Force of Will. It's called FOW Grimoire, and you can get it on Apple and Android. And it's a free download. With that, you make the first 2 decks for free. It's super fun with the new sets in there. Just go ahead and check it out. Send us your list through the comments, and it should be pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's delve into the Cat's Cradle. So, Kaguya is the new control-ish ruler. She's one of the 2 control rulers. She's blue, green, and white.
Yep.
And front side is tails. You cannot have villains. Revolutionize order for pay 0. You can make it an ordered card, unchaseable, uncounterable, and it can't be moved except from the field.
Yep.
And then Force Command Moon, apply that to all cards that have that in all areas.
They made the front simple now. Just a lot of words.
Yeah, all these rulers look terrifying because they have so much rules, but it's really not that difficult.
No, not at all.
This card gives the ordered card Force Command Moon, and then enter when I put a Wind Moon addition into the field when you order, and then the ordered card gets +X and flying, where X is the number of additions you control. You may call a magic stone while the ordered card is rested, and resting doesn't calling a stone doesn't cause your ordered card to rest.
Yeah, so you can still attack and then call it, and then you're good.
Yeah, it's the nice way they do with ordered, because you're having to call stones different times in the way this works, so they make it to where you don't lose your turn to attack, and instead of just getting a stone. So it's super nice, and they thought about that, and it was actually really cool.
For you just to like play a dude and make them tap for a stone and then be attacked immediately, and then you would lose that bonus. That would have been bad.
Yeah.
So therefore they made it where you can
it's actually really nice.
Have extra value for sure. The first Resonator we have is Fiethsing, 100 Years of Wizardry. It's 1 green, 4/4. It has quick cast. It is a tails. Enter, cancel target spell or activate ability your opponent controls unless its controller pays X, where X is the number of additions you control. It has a revolution, pay 0, return the order card, ordering this card to your ruler area if you do draw a card. So this card's just very powerful.
Yeah, in Kaguya, this card is insane because you're making additions every time you order a card.
Yeah.
And she just gets to automatically make the counter spell happen because you're like, hey, cool, pay 1, I counter that unless you paid 4.
Yeah.
Or whatever my additions are.
It is lore-ite, a little bit more balanced, but in this deck probably won't. It'll probably just feel the same.
In this card is insanely strong. And then you pay 0 as Revolution to return Kaguya to the front side, and this card no longer is ordered. So you get to free order again.
Yeah, exactly. And you draw a card.
Yeah, it's nuts good.
It's very, very good.
Next up is Hanzo, Ninja of the Moon.
Yeah.
He is 1 green, 4/4 with tails, banish a moon, cancel target chance spell or your opponent controls unless its controller pays 1. Sorry. Banish a moon, this card gets +4/+4. Revolution, enter, you may pay X. If you do, put X moon additions into the play and recover X magic stones you control. And moons you control have tap, produce a blue, white, or a green.
So good.
Hanzo is super good. Do not order him on turn 1.
It's pointless.
There's no reason to do it on turn 1 at all. Because you want as much, you don't have to like stress trying to get X moon counters into play when you do it. But you at least want to have 1 or 2 moons to give him value.
Yeah.
And to give you some sort of protection for him.
And also, if you notice already, counter spells or abilities are on creatures, which makes it very, very hard.
Yeah, no. Play him, but play him on like turn 2 or turn 3.
Yeah.
And have control like set up for him to keep him alive.
And then you'll have extra
will
to tap.
And then you get to just be like, I win, because you can't stop me.
You can't do it. And of course, we have a good old returning Witch of the Pointy Hat. 1 green, quick cast, enter, prevent all damage that would be dealt by target entity you control. If you have still 4, so 4 stones in play, enter, Cancel target activated or automatic ability your opponent controls. Just more of that.
Yeah. Remember how we're playing control? That's what the creatures all do.
Yeah.
Kotaro, the Ninja of Silence. He has 2 green for a 6/6 quick cast. This card gets +2/+2 for each moon you control. And then Revolution, choose one. Destroy all additions your opponent controls, or target player cannot play chance until the end of turn. So this is there to help play against Kaguya.
Yep.
So know that if you're playing a Kaguya deck, you play this against them, and they can't stop you because it's a Revolution. So it just happens.
Yeah.
And then, or you just like, hey, cool, if I need to make sure you don't kill me or counter my stuff, you're like, don't play chance.
Yeah.
Thanks.
At the beginning of your turn, I'm going to play this. And before you untap, here you go. Can't play any chance, thanks. And this is possibly going to be way more huge than a 6/6. To balance it out, they should have made it a 1/1 or a 2/2 or something. But no, it's a 6/6 to start out.
Yeah, 6/6, that's, I'm going to be big.
I'm going to be real huge.
By the time you played, it's already probably at least 2.
Yeah.
Or +4/+4,
Yeah,
so it's like a 2-mana 10/10.
A 2-mana 10/10 that cancels stuff.
Yeah.
All right, the next one is Rabbit Ninja. If you don't need a waifu, here it is. It's a 2 green and a 1. It's a 8/8 Tails. Whenever this card attacks, gains flying until end of turn. Okay. Rest a recovered moon you control. This card gains swiftness until end of turn, so that's easy. Rest 2 recovered moons you control. Recover this card. Ridiculous. Revolution, enter, draw 2 cards, put 2 moon additions in the field. This card's bonkers.
Yeah, that's why you play this card, because you're like, hey, cool, Revolution, I get free moons and draw free cards.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And you're not sacrificing the moons, you're just tapping them.
Yeah.
That's it. So you can make it swiftness so it swings, and then tap some more that you just got, swing again.
Yeah.
Plus it's already more big because Kaguya gives it bigger, right?
Yeah, it's kind of gross. So if you play this card in Revolution and draw 2 and then get 2 moons, and then you kill this card with another card we have later that we'll talk about, then you just play a Revolutionize a Hanzo, then you get those extra moons as mana that turn. You're just like, hey, cool, I want free mana.
I like how they try to balance it by you can't block flyers, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They won't have flyers.
And the final Resonator of the deck is Galileo Polymath. He is the cat that does math.
Yeah, he's Star Cat.
And then 3 green and 1 for a 12/12 flying barrier tails.
Nope.
Neat.
Done.
Enter, draw a card. J Resonators you control gain flying. Whenever Resonator you control attacks, recover target magic stone you control.
Gross.
And then Revolution, moon additions you control become 10/10 Resonators. They are still additions.
This card is stupid.
So all the moons that you've made, you're like, hey, cool, this is my win con. They're all now 10/10 flyers.
Flyers. And you draw a card for no reason, just because to rub it in.
And you can't really stop it because this dude has barrier.
Yeah.
So you're like, hey, cool. You don't get to stop that.
They're like, oh, you want me to sacrifice things? Okay, I'll sacrifice my moon.
Yeah,
Resonators.
Yeah. I made 2 more moons this turn, so I don't care. Like, this card's nuts good. How it's just a win con. It's how you win.
Yep.
Like I said, you're making a whole lot of moons, and then you do things with them.
And they're 10/10s.
And you're like, hey, cool. They're all 10/10s. Yeah.
Not 4/4s or anything. They're 10/10s.
Yeah.
Stupid. This card's stupid. All right, next is the Spark of Life. It is 1 green. Destroy target J Resonator you control and target non-magic stone entities your opponent controls. Good. That's good.
So yeah, some of the cards that are going to come back and see play again now are the Brad cards that weren't really played ever because Brad, sorry Brad,
yeah,
you're not that good.
You're not good. Especially not now.
But his cards are kind of cool now because if you use them, you have ways to free order again. Yep. Like they all have different values. Like the one is the 1-mana dog that gets to be a 14/14 if you kill a J. And this one literally kills your J and kills a thing of theirs.
Yep.
It gives green destroy effects, which is kind of gross.
Especially if you do this on your turn, and then on their turn you do the quick cast 1-drop that destroys whatever they wanted to play.
Yeah, so you order on your turn and you're like, hey, cool, I got my value out of it, and then I'm going to kill your thing.
Yep. Very, very good.
And the other one that is Brad's as well is Absorbing Knowledge. It is 1 green, quick cast, destroy target J ruler you control, draw 2 cards.
Why not?
Again, you're controlling the board, so if you have nothing else to do and you just played, like, let's say you just like played my Hanzo and used your moons how you wanted them, and you don't need Hanzo anymore for whatever reason, then you're just like, oh, kill Hanzo. Yeah.
Or if you're gonna kill Hanzo, we'll kill him first. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
We don't care. We'll get value off of it. Kaguya enters the Game of Gods. It is 1 green cheater card. Choose 1, put a Moon Edition token in the field, draw a card. Bonus. Target entity you control gains barrier until end of turn. Oh, draw a card.
Yeah.
And then Force Resonator Moon, which you may Destroy all moons you control. This card deals 500 damage multiplied by the number of moons destroyed to target player or J Resonator, but player is the key word there.
Again, this is your way to kill somebody. You're like, hey, cool, if nothing else, I'm going to use all my moons and kill you.
You just need 8 moons. I mean, if they're at 40 for some weird reason at this point of time, they're dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of moons. That just get thrown at it. Take your moon damage. Next up is number 13, Anti-Magic, because we're playing control.
Yep.
Green and white, quick cast, cancel target spell, seal 4 is white less, seal 7 is green less.
Simple
so it's a counter spell that can be free.
Sounds good. The next one, Teachings of the Moon, is the green, white, blue. It is a chant, quick cast, destroy all J Resonators that attack this turn, or draw 2 cards, then put a card from your hand on the top of the deck. Put 2 Wind Moon Edition tokens in the field. With Force Resonance Moon, you may banish a Moon Edition rather than play this card's cost. That's good.
Yeah, neat. So yeah, you lose 1 to play it for free, but you either get to make 2, so you only lose 1, or you get free value in killing all their stuff.
Yeah.
There's just so much value in this card for like either 3 mana or free.
Or free, yeah. Because the Moon Edition's free.
And if you don't sacrifice your Moon Edition, your Hanzo that's revolutionized makes all your moons make mana.
So you just tap the moons instead.
Yeah, you're like, oh, cool, kill your stuff.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Next up is Arena Expansion Eien no Tsuki no Miyako. It is a green, white, and blue. Moon Editions you control gain Eternal and Barrier, because, you know.
Because why not?
You need to, honestly, even though I don't like this card, but it kind of is needed.
It protects you from the sideboard of what we just used. Destroy all your editions.
And then Force Resonance Moon, you pay blue and a white less to play this card if you control 3 or more moons.
Just a green.
And it is a moon itself, so it does fall into the edition of moon that doesn't die.
And tap this if you need for mana.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
It's super gross. This card's so gross.
Yeah. You know, because it's 1 mana to be like, hey, cool.
I feel like all these decks are just painful.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
So the stones are even simple in this one. You get 1 min magic stone, Ragnarok's fiery stone in case you need mana. You're not really gonna do a lot on turn 1, like almost always. You have the ability to, but you don't necessarily need to. And then Magic Stone of the 6th Sage, which gives you free mana of all the manas, and then Magic Stone of Knowledge, which is add a green, or produce 1 will of any attribute as long as you have Seal 3,
which is so good.
You're gonna get to Seal 3. So you're going to have Magic Stone of any color because why not?
Yeah, exactly.
And your deck is mostly green at the start, so you don't really care. You're like, hey, cool, this is free, easy mana. Overall, I think this deck is really strong.
Yeah.
I personally won't play it other than on the channel because I don't like control and I don't like the way Kaguya plays, but I know it's a good deck. By no means don't not play it.
Yeah.
It's not how we play.
We're just going to wash our hands after the brawl, okay? Because we're done with this filth.
We don't like playing decks like this because it's what they're good.
It's unfair. It's not fair.
I'd rather do janky things with Nyarlathotep because, you know, it's way more fun.
Exactly.
But overall, the deck's going to be super good. So let us know what you think about it down in the comments down below, and we'll see y'all again next time.
Goodbye.
Later. Make sure you hit that like button, guys, and subscribe to our channel. It would greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure you hit that bell to stay up to date on any of the notifications for our channel. And lastly, make sure you give us all the comments down below, and we'll make sure we get them.
And just to remind you that we do have a Patreon. It only takes $1 to subscribe. But for those mythic and above Patrons, we like to give you a super thanks, and that would be Ryan and Magic Dragon Games. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
We love you.